This one scene in Dhurandhar the Revenge became so popular for drawing parallels between Hamza and Batman. Here are a few similarities I found between these two characters, particularly taken from Christopher Nolan's Batman trilogy.
It's not who I am underneath, but what I do that defines me.
Number 1. Both characters live dual life. While Batman needs to carry the image of a rich brat and a symbol of fear among criminals, simultaneously switching himself between daylight and darkness,
People need dramatic examples to shake them out of apathy, and I can't do that as Bruce Wayne. As a symbol, I can be incorruptible. I can be everlasting. Something elemental, something terrifying.
Hamza had to burn Jaskirat completely. Both remained disciplined to their made-up personalities throughout their stories, every single day. Number 2. Both Jaskirat and Bruce are Kafkaesque subjects, and yet they stood and believed in the system they were part of.
अगर मुझे सारी जिंदगी इन भेड़ियों की खाल बैठकर इनके पीछे रहना पड़े तो मुझे मंजूर है.
Kafkaesque, a term originating from the surreal, alienating fiction of author Franz Kafka, typically features irrational bureaucracy and an underwhelming sense of powerlessness. Bruce lost his parents abruptly. When we are children, we feel we are always protected by our parents, and we think they are immortals always around us. With their death, his sense of security was lost in a minute, and he blamed himself for it. Years of his childhood passed in that trauma and rage. He felt a sense of injustice being served to him, and that wired him so much that he took a gun with him to kill Joe Chill at his trial. He was not just ready to kill Joe, but was about to end himself. And then it was Rachel who asked him to open his eyes and see the Gotham built around him, filled with injustice, crime and poverty, which was raising a new Joe Chill every day.
This city is rotting.
That moment changed him. He buried his rage to understand the functionality of the criminal world. Jaskirat, on the other hand, was an adult dreaming to defend the country like his last two generations. Upon getting rejected by any bureaucratic help, his inner sense of patriotism was lost, and he could completely see his death over his duty of his family. And he serves it. He didn't just get his sister back, he made every man pay for their heinous crimes and made sure no one stayed to threaten his mother and sister after him. Even after he was sentenced, he was not worried about his life, because he knew what had to be done and accepted the outcome of it. He asks his sister to continue her education and asks his best friend to look after his family. He was already dead inside. And then it was actually the attacks of 26/11 that made his eyes open. He could clearly see what he was told by Ajay Sanyal, and he was ready to serve for his life. Number 3. Both sacrificed love for the greater good. While Batman had to do it much earlier in his story, Hamza had to face it as a consequence of his part in the story. Number 4. Jaskirat and Bruce both knows exactly how much their plan needs to be revealed. Both of them execute everything in silence and just tell how much is required. In the scene where Hamza executes SP Aslam, he didn't even tell Jamil about it. He silently planned with Sherani, bought the SP's officers and silently executed everything. This was one of the many examples where Hamza played like a lone warrior. And in the same way, here is a brilliant example of how Bruce did it in The Dark Knight. He already sensed that Lucius's moral values for tech would never allow Bruce to manipulate his sonar concept over every phone in Gotham. But he could see that how Joker was increasing the levels of madness in Gotham,
Cross the line.
so he crossed a line behind Lucius's back to manipulate his tech in the shadows.
I'm playing this one pretty close to the chest. Fair enough.
It was never that Bruce didn't trust Lucius. He just knew exactly how Lucius would react to it.
Unethical?
Not just this, there was one more moment in the whole trilogy where he didn't make anything obvious for Lucius, unlike how he was doing everything in front of him in the first part. Can you comment that moment down below? Subscribe if you love finding deeper meanings in cinema, and I'll see you in the next one.